My favorite part about my job. How much time do you have?
Michelle Lawrence Bigger teaches English language learners in Buffalo, New York.
A favorite part of my job is when a SEAL comes to me and tells me, Miss, I couldn't put this book down. It was like television. To see the look on their face when they have succeeded with something. I could go on for days telling you what my favorite part of my job is.
Michelle teaches high school ELLs. Her students range in age from 14 to 19 and range in English proficiency from beginner to intermediate. Many are also refugees.
I speak Arabic and English.
Korean and English.
Somali and English.
Kizigbo, Swahili, my mind, and English.
Chin. And not much English.
Michelle's class curriculum contains a lot of fiction reading, like adapted versions of Sinbad, Frankenstein, and today's text, A Christmas Carol. But language and cultural barriers make comprehension one of the trickiest reading skills for ELLs to master.
So as he help him, what do we call it?
Michelle and her students aren't daunted, though. There are lots of strategies to help, and many of them are useful even before reading begins.
I am here to help you. If you just say, take this book and read it on your own, and they don't get it, they're not going to understand it, and so how could they enjoy it? I believe that if you set a student up for success, success breeds success. Before we read chapter 2, there are 3 vocabulary words that I want to make sure you understand.
Pre-reading strategies help lay the groundwork for students so that they can get the most out of the upcoming reading. For example, whether it's fiction or a textbook, take time to preview the content, including any new vocabulary, before the students begin reading.
Previewing is very important because, first of all, there are a lot of vocabulary words students won't know. So what words are really important? What do I need to pre-teach in this? And then when they read, they'll recognize the words, and it won't be a difficulty understanding the vocabulary words that have been identified.
Today, Michelle is preparing the class for Chapter 2 of A Christmas Carol.
This word is wept. Can you say that?
Wept.
Yesterday I wept, but today I weep because I'm gonna miss you when we go home for Thanksgiving.
Let's hit pause on this performance. Acting is actually a fun and effective way to engage students and help them understand content.
Okay? So what does weep mean?
We cry.
It means to cry. Okay? And look here, I have wept and cried. I have weep and cry. These 2 words, weep and cry, mean the same. What do we call 2 words that mean the same? Synonym.
Notice that Michelle uses every opportunity she can to incorporate and review academic concepts with her students. Now watch how Michelle explains this next concept.
And the last thing that I need you to understand, I do not need to write the word. I just want to talk to you about the type of school that Scrooge went to when he was a little boy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Scrooge went to something that we call a boarding school. And what that means is that he did not go to school like you do today. Every morning you wake up, you get on the bus, and you come to international prep.
This is great. Michelle is trying to activate her students' background knowledge, an essential component to comprehension. If students can connect what they already know to what they are learning, they are far more likely to understand and retain the information.
When Scrooge went to school, he did not go to school in his town. So for example, we live in Buffalo. If we went to boarding school, maybe we go to school in Ithaca. And we do not drive to Ithaca in the morning and then come back in the afternoon. That's too far. So we would drive to school and we would sleep there every day.
Like a Harry Potter movie?
Exactly, just like Harry Potter.
Sleep there, live there, eat there.
And when do they come home?
They come home with holiday.
You got it.
A holiday.
They even surprised me. I had no idea that he knew about Harry Potter, but whatever it takes, he understood boarding school, and that was important.
Previewing can also go beyond definitions, widen the scope, and take time to look at the larger elements of a story.
We understand about title. We understand author, genre. We know setting. We know characters. And today we're going to do a new word. We are going to learn about flashback.
Flashback is a great literary element to teach with A Christmas Carol because so much of the story involves visiting the past. And while it's a complex concept to tackle, even with mainstream students, ELLs can handle it with some extra guidance and support.
I was fortunate 3 years ago to work very closely with our English language arts teacher. He came in not knowing very much about English language learners, and he wanted to do all this big stuff with them. Hey, Michelle, look, there's a lot of similes in here. I think we should teach about similes. And I would say, Sean, I don't know about that. I don't know if they can handle it. And I couldn't believe how they caught on. So I want to introduce this word to you today. And I want you to take a look at it, okay? This word is flashback. Flashback is a compound word. What does that mean if something is a compound word? Show me with your hands.
Even as she introduces a new concept to the kids, Michelle is checking their comprehension of previous vocabulary. Words and concepts should be constantly revisited. The more the kids hear and apply them in different contexts, the greater the chance of both retention and comprehension.
The two words that I have here are flash and then back.
Show the students how to break down new vocabulary into smaller parts. If they know how to turn a word into bite-sized pieces, they're less likely to be intimidated and are more likely to fully understand the word's meaning.
Let's start by looking at this word, back. When we think of the word back, what do we think about? Back. In the past time. And that's what it means in this word as well. It's talking about the past. Now I want to look at this word.
Yes.
Okay. This word is flash, and I want to show you something.
Oh, I know.
You know? What am I doing with the lights?
You turn on, turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on.
I turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on. And how do I do it?
Fast.
Very fast. So flash is when we do something
Fast.
so fast.
Take time to provide examples that the kids would find familiar. If you can, give multiple examples or ask the students to provide examples of their own.
In a story, when an author uses flashback, he brings us very fast into the past to show us something important.
The road to comprehension isn't easy, but these pre-reading strategies are designed to make the way a little smoother. And even though Michelle's only used a handful so far, they've helped prepare these students to tackle the next chapter successfully.
On page 13, at the top, it says Chapter 2.
With their houses? Houses in Turkey?
I know, the cameras are right here. Abdi? All right. I am so cold.
Selfish.
Selfish is... This is too much fun.
Funding for this Colorín Colorado Watch and Learn program is provided by the American Federation of Teachers. For more information on the strategies you have seen and other ways to help ELLs, please visit us online at www.colorincolorado.org.